This week's edition of Diggnation is brought to you by HDTV Magazine, Cashfly, and GoDaddy.com.
Lorraine from GoDaddy is hot.
Yes, she is.
Welcome to Diggnation.
Also potentially hazardous to your health.
Why do you have flies in your freaking house? I've noticed this earlier.
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
This is my favorite story of all time. Alright, moving on. You put zombie and you put theory in the title, and I don't want to do it.
Theory zombie Kevin.
Diggnation.com. Welcome to Diggnation, episode number 29. I'm Kevin Rose.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. Diggnation, of course, covers most of the weekly top stories on the social news bookmarking site, dig.com, digg.com.
Most. There's like 50 on there.
Okay, a few.
A few. Sorry.
Well, but that doesn't sound good. A few.
Our favorites.
We cover some.
Some.
We usually say some. I'll
Some.
say that.
There
We
we
do
go.
usually say some.
So we are at CES, the Consumer Electronics Show. If you're wondering why this looks so weird, why you hear so much background noise, we've got like 50 people out here.
Yeah, we got the fans out here that we
fans,
can't really hear us because we're...
They're looking.
they are.
There's one.
There it is, see?
There we go, see?
They're there.
And we
they
actually
just can't hear us.
But, so fun show for them.
But you're down. And I've never been to CES before.
Oh yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
It is. I actually changed my flight. I was going to fly out at like 6:30.
Well, dude, once you saw it,
I was like, I got to stay for the night. So I'm going to crash on your couch.
Oh, fair enough.
I think so.
Is
or your floor.
Prager.
So is Prager.
Well, we have
we'll cuddle.
We have a pull-out bed.
Yeah.
You and Prager can have, and I'll take the couch.
Then we have Keith.
Keith is flying back tonight.
You flying back tonight?
Yeah.
I thought you were flying back tomorrow morning.
Prager bought him a ticket.
Oh, you got to edit. No.
Oh, he's gonna edit.
No.
So anyway, we have.
So it's a lot like E3, but for electronic gadgets, not just a video game. And my buddy is from Microsoft's over at the Microsoft booth, so I gotta go say hi.
Yeah, I hung out with Sarah Lane for a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I saw Sarah. That was nice.
She came by, old friend from high school.
A
really
high school
strange.
girl
My friend
who was like a booth babe from Toshiba.
Yeah, my friend Dawn Sherman. I haven't seen
on.
in freaking ever. She came up and it was really crazy to see her. But anyway.
Is she single?
No, she's married.
Married. No, that's too bad.
So anyhow, let's continue on. Beers.
We got saved.
We got
frickin' saved. I literally flew in. We're recording this at like 2:30.
Right.
Because I can look at my watch. And my flight got in at 11:30. I stood in line for a cab that was literally like standing in line for Pirates of the Caribbean on 4th of July. I mean, it was just like, there were literally 5 switchbacks, and there was the length of a football field each switchback.
Right.
So I got here, let's say late.
Well, here's the deal. CES, for people that don't know, I mean, Consumer Electronics Show, blah, 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 whatever, right?
Right, that's what I thought.
When you come to Vegas, they take up, I mean, this convention hall is just like the size of 100 football fields.
It's the largest convention
in the world.
Year.
Yeah. And they fill up every single hotel.
Yep.
They fill up every single available like floor space anywhere. Like if you go into hotels, they have like rooms full.
Yep.
Full with people talking about whatever.
Yep.
And it's just, it's insanity.
So we're actually lucky that we're here on the main floor.
Yeah, we got lucky.
Near like Panasonic and,
Sportscaster. Don't know what that is. XM.
Weird Al was on my flight.
No way!
Yeah, Weird Al Yankovic.
Did you talk to him?
No, he's a little weird. Seriously, he was just an odd human being. He was sitting in coach, so at first I was just like, no, it's just some crazy guy with long hair. You know what I mean? Because I was like, he's not sitting in coach.
Well, dude,
come on.
How much money has he made recently?
He's got to invest. He's smart. Seems it.
Yeah, he is a smart guy. I like that.
But then
I
saw
him. The Pentium's Baby song.
Oh, dude, yes, that was awesome. But then I saw him, he's like some guy with XM radio sign holding up, and he was talking to him. So I was like, yeah, that was Weird Al, because he's probably doing something for XM.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's going to get hot, just letting you know.
All right.
So, beers, anyway, so we got totally saved. These guys came from, where'd you guys come from? Idaho Falls. They came rolling in, and they were like, we left the beers in the car.
Well, we did.
We bought. Or that you guys left the beers in the car. No, but they just sort of like haphazardly, they were like, well, and we brought beers in case you wanted to drink beers, and we were like, yes, we do.
Yeah, so they brought beers.
So rather than getting the beers from the car, we've been drinking some St. Pauli Girl.
Which is good beer.
It's nice. Not going to say that.
All right. So first story. Let's get on to the show. Google PC. What's that?
had to do with Tokyo. Do you remember? Or were you not there? Keep going.
Not there.
No, not there. No, you were there the whole time.
I wasn't there with you in that particular moment.
Yeah, the whole gift thing. Well, ow. Anyway, keep going.
2,513 people dug this story, submitted by Mr. Diaz. He says, Google PC. Google will unveil its low-price personal computer or the device that connects to the internet. Google has been in negotiations with Walmart Stores, Inc., along with other retailers to sell Google PC. Now, this is good.
Are there any specs or just sort of like...
So, well, here's the deal. The story came out.
Because I remember some jank PCs that would come out. They were like $4.
Well, the whole idea here is that Google is not going to go with the Windows OS. They're going to develop their own OS, the Google OS or the Goo OS, and they're going to create these low-cost computers that you can buy for like $250 that just kick major ass. You'll be able to surf the net, check your Gmail, use Picasa, and do the other.
Prager's calling into the fucking studio and his pants are falling off.
It's like pan down. You got to pan down to David. Pan down. Pan down to David. What is he
I just
doing?
love that he crawled up like freaking I don't know like whatever sewer rat from fucking G.I. Joe.
Nobody knows
and
what
his
he's
pants
doing.
were coming down. He had to grab his pants, and he was like, "Don't talk about me."
He's just touching wires. He's like, I'm busy working on things. So there's no wires that need to be touched down there. Oh, there's other people.
It's a party now.
Right.
CES. High quality.
So, anyway, Google PC.
Google PC.
Google came out a few days later and said, no, we're not doing this. We're not going to be launching Google PC.
Why are we talking about this?
I don't know. Because it got a lot of...
Huge news! Oh, but it's not true.
They might just be doing that to cover up. I don't know. There's been a lot of rumors about the Google OS coming out. And, all I got to say is one thing about Google OS. Let me say one thing first. The only thing I got to say is, Google needs to hire some freaking graphic designers. Because if it's the same designer that made that god ugly freaking Google logo, they're going to have a hard time with the operating system.
If that was the operating system, it'd be like, what was that, OS 2? Do you remember OS 2?
I liked OS 2.
IBM's one? No.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't good.
No. It could still run Windows apps in this weird emulation mode.
Okay, it's like Bob. That's what the
bad.
Google PC is going to be. It's going to be like Bob.
Oh, God, that would be
It's
terrible.
going to be like, hey, welcome to a Google PC. Do you want to do email on Gmail or check the internet
Dude.
via Google? And it's like, no, I wanted to play Doom. It's like,
I can't do that.
And the thing dies.
You're right. But, this is for people that can't afford it. And,
Yes, and those people need computers.
need computers so they can...
Lord knows the homeless need email.
I'm not going to spit. Got a new PowerBook containing...
Yeah,
All right.
I fixed my 4 a while back.
Oh, nice.
Next story. Holophonic Sound. Audio so real, it's scary. Really? 2,175 people dug the story, submitted by Cyberfelon. You've heard the Diggnation demo. Welcome, everybody. Enjoy the show. You've heard the Diggnation demo of surround sound through your regular headphones. That's when we were at Dolby and we showed the Dolby headphone.
Right.
Just wait until you hear true three-dimensional sound that even lets you hear above and below you.
This is insane. Okay.
Describe it.
Well, the funny thing is, one of the things that is the truth is that even though we take sponsors, we had Dolby on the show,
Yeah.
we're not afraid to, say our sponsors suck. I'm not saying that Dolby sucks,
No.
this is an amazing technology. I thought Dolby headphone was really cool.
Yeah.
It
Super
definitely,
good.
It
Surround
tricked you.
sound.
It was behind you.
Surround
but
sound.
this blew me away because it was I listened to this audio file and it was one of those things where when we were doing the Dolby headphone, you could tell when the surround sound was going from left to right and in front of you and behind you.
Yeah.
But this had such precise precision,
Precise precision, that's fine.
precise placement of the sound that you could be sitting there looking ahead. You'd feel like the sound is right here, on the side of your head. No, trust me, it was really freaky. You didn't listen to it,
No,
so you can't bash it.
I'm not bashing anything. I'm just
Okay.
looking at you like you're a crazy drunk monkey.
Trust me. Keith, can you put some of the audio into the podcast? So
We'll see.
Okay, at the end of the podcast, let's put a 20-second snip of the audio. If it works,
If they can put it in.
right, we don't know if we can put it in, but if it works, make sure you have headphones on, though, to get the true surround
Well, I'm
sound
going to try it.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
It works.
Do we know anything about who the company is? I mean, it was just a link to the
Holophonic.
MP3.
Holophonic?
Oh, so Holophonic is a company.
I think so, yeah.
Let's move on.
Yes.
New company called Holophonic. Sells cheeseburgers.
Sounds good to me. Next story is yours.
No, it's not.
It's mine. AllPeers is the FireFox killer app. 1,736 people dug this story, submitted by
Some guy.
MyQ. He
What?
says,
My Q? My Q?
MyQ? He says,
Maki.
No, it's not Maki.
It's Maki.
Don't try it. We're not even gonna go there. TechCrunch's take on the new FireFox extension. So here's the deal. This is the problem with this is it's not released yet. It's not out. It's not available to the public. But there's.
So is this somebody who like has played with it or knows
exactly.
about it?
And TechCrunch is a very it's an awesome site for finding out about like new technologies. They cover a lot of Web 2.0 stuff. It's a really good site. I highly recommend just going there just to check it out. But what they did is they got an interview with the AllPeers guys. What they're creating is a FireFox extension that basically think of it kind of like instant messaging / file sharing / everything that you would want to do. So if I want to share a file with you, I just say share a file with this friend that's on my buddy list or whatever. I haven't played with it yet.
But that's built into Firefox?
Right.
I mean, it's a FireFox extension, yeah.
And it looks really cool. It's one of the coolest looking Firefox extensions that I've ever seen.
Cool.
And there's a lot of hype behind it, but this could be the next big, the killer app that Firefox really needs to drive its growth.
So Firefox, it might be something where they go to AllPeers and they say, let's embed this, or not embed it, but let's bundle it with a download.
Maybe
if
not.
people really fire up on it.
Yeah, I don't know. See, I don't know if it's...
Do they need a killer app? They're already kicking the shit out of it.
They are, but I don't know if it's... one of the things about Firefox is I know they want to keep it lightweight. They don't want to bundle too much crap in there. If you look at their roadmap towards 2.0...
Nimble.
Very nimble, very lightweight.
Thank you.
They're starting to bundle some other stuff into the 2.0. Some of the most popular Firefox extensions will now be bundled in with the next release.
Nice.
But this one, I don't know if it's open source. If it is, maybe they'll consider it. I mean, obviously, we haven't even seen it. We haven't played with it yet. But it's something to keep your eye out for. AllPeers is what it's called. Check out the big story.
And if you work for AllPeers, send it over to Kevin and I.
Play with it.
Yeah. Dignationfans.com will set us up.
Done at gmail.com.
Gmail.com.
Dignationfans.com.
Dignationfans.com.
That doesn't exist.
It might.
Will now.
Yeah. I hope it's just not some flame guy. It's like the guys from, I don't even know. Next story, RIAA tries new scare tactics. 1,624 people dug this story, submitted by Dirty, D-U-R-R-T-Y, which is awesome. It's the pirate Dirty. It's a dirty pirate. He's the dirty pirate. Anyway, I'm the only one that likes that. Visitors to this site are being shown their own IP address and told that it was logged in all capital letters, as if there's something illegal about visiting a website. Rather than people worrying, this is mostly just causing people to laugh at the RIAA. Yet again, these people just don't freaking understand. So what happens is you go to Grokster, and the Grokster is something that the RIAA scooped up for legal reasons.
Right. If you haven't, Grokster in the past was a P2P file sharing app.
Sure. Yeah.
And it was shut down by the RIAA.
Yeah.
Now they own the domain name.
Right. Well, if you go there now, it says you are breaking all these laws. The federal government can take your scrotum and blah, 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 blah. And it shows your IP address. It's like, you have been logged. So
That's such
crap.
bullshit, man.
I could go to whatever.com, and whether or not I do something illegal, it doesn't matter. If I go there, it's nothing. I could be like Grokster. I wanted to get Mobster or Mockster. You know what I mean?
What's so stupid is that they put in all caps this has been logged. It's
right.
To do what with?
But
You're
also
not gonna do anything with it.
But also it says this federal stuff, you are. I don't even want to go there because I don't want them to have as many. I guess something's happening on this. I guess they put us into a back storage room here at CES. And this is where everybody comes to put their wires there. This is how much love we got. No, that's not true. They really did set us up nice.
Yes, they did.
They have a big poster.
You're drunk.
I am drunk over here. But I'm in Vegas, man.
That's right.
Vegas, baby.
It can't be as bad as our Vegas show, man. We were trashed in that show.
Dude,
go to Grokster.
That was,
He's sitting there with his browser open I'm ready to type something.
That was, here it is. The United States Supreme Court unanimously confirmed that using this service to trade copyrighted material is illegal. Copying copyrighted motion pictures and music files using unauthorized peer-to-peer services is illegal and is protected by the copyright owners. There are legal services for downloading music and movies. They suck. This service is not one of them. Your IP address is 6678-200-129.
So they're doing this to everybody. It says, don't
and
think
has been
you
logged.
can't get caught. You are not anonymous.
I will say this again. I said this on TSS. Yes, you can.
We're anonymous right now. We're using free Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, come find the guy who's standing with the laptop that downloaded fucking Saving Paris or whatever new movie that sucks is out there with Lindsay Lohan or whatever.
Saving Paris.
I made it up.
That's awesome.
But you know what I mean?
It's bullshit.
Me. Ha, surprise. You can't tell. Open Wi-Fi access at CES.
It's lame.
It's poo.
Anyway, that's RIAA for you.
It's totally a Cocker Spaniel Poodle mix.
Next story. You are insane. New iPods to arrive with wireless. 1,335 people dug the story, submitted by StinSpect. He says, no more wires will be needed to connect your iPod to your stereo. The patents indicate that this technology will send music and ID3 tags to your car stereo wirelessly. This is
If
cool.
you have the head unit.
Right. So, well, here's
I
the
love
thing.
the idea.
I think this is something that's going to be announced at Macworld next week.
Are you going to that?
Yes, I am.
I got my press pack. I just don't know if I'm going to be down there.
Well, you should come. You should come early and shoot Diggnation from Macworld.
Don't start saying shit like that.
Well, I mean,
What day is Macworld Thursday?
It runs like Tuesday through Friday, I think.
Oh, I'll be there Thursday to shoot Diggnation. You have a look of this is not true.
I don't know if I'm telling the truth.
You're not. He
It's definitely-
lies
the keynote's
like
on Tuesday,
like
though.
a rug.
I know I'm going to that, but I don't know. We'll find
Whatever,
out.
we'll figure it
out.
I
So
got a press badge if anyone.
it'll be fun. But anyway, the big deal here is that on a Japanese site, well, not only have they found like the files for the patents, but on the Japanese site they of the iTunes store or whatever, they have this picture of this iPod with these headphones that were like, kind of breaking away from the iPod. It's all in Japanese, so you don't know what the hell it's saying. But basically, like these headphones are like being freed.
It's
you know?
really just like
What?
I just remember being in Japan and all those signs that you see like that rugby player out in the middle of the field like
I know.
drinking the beer.
We had no idea what it was.
No idea.
But it's cool that this would be something really cool. I
be
would buy a
cool.
new head unit, wouldn't you?
Well, no, my
Well,
head
you
unit's
got a
all
Navi.
built in with a
Yeah.
Navi and all that stuff. I'm sort of locked in with that. If I get a new car, I would make sure that I had some sort of. I would make sure that if I had a car and there were availability, I would make sure there was some sort of connection to my iPod. Because I have to say, it's a little annoying because I don't have a tape deck and the iTrip sucks ball sack.
Yes.
Period. End of story. Sorry. I've bought like
I know.
4 different
I mean,
types, and they just, especially in LA. Maybe they work great in fucking bumfuck IO.
No, it's everywhere.
I don't know.
They suck.
They
It's like
just
everywhere.
suck.
And it sounds like worse. Like it's like crappy AM radio. It's like,
They've got to come up with some sort of. I was trying to come up with some way of like doing the whole like the same thing with the tape thing, but with the CD, like having a CD that like spins.
I was thinking
like a
everyone
center,
saw that. Everyone
with
saw
a
that.
center
Like,
that
okay,
spins.
the center will spin, and the outside has
Yeah.
a wire coming out.
Yeah,
Dude, everybody.
but then I have a 6-disc CD changer, so it would like get crawled in there, and then pretty soon it's like fucking.
You gotta fish it out with a little wire.
Yeah, and it's like
Dude,
man,
everybody's thought of
shit
that.
out.
I swear, every geek has probably been like, "There's got to be a way that we can create a digital
Dude, figure
CD
it out
that will
because you would
transmit
make
back to the."
bank.
It's
You'd
not gonna
make
happen.
bank.
Well, dude, of
You'd
course.
make bank.
And you'd make bank if you cured cancer, but it's not gonna happen anytime soon. So it's
I think
like,
I'd make bank if I fixed whatever the hell it is that's broken over here.
yeah, they keep coming to repair
I know.
wires.
Like,
It's
would this shit happen to CNN? Honestly, Keith, would
It
this
wouldn't.
happen? This is why the internet will rule you, television.
yes. What he
Seriously,
said.
quote it here. Quote it here.
Oh, we got to read this next story. This next story is awesome.
Ah, next story. Elmo asks, "Who wants to die?" 1,315 people dug the story, submitted by Mad Poet 1. Reprogrammed Elmo books sold to unsuspecting parents to teach their kids to use the potty.
Oh, this is awesome.
So what happened was this hacker went in, got a bunch of these Elmo books, changed the audio so that Elmo would say things like, "Who wants to die?" when your kid was reading the book, and then
Oh,
return them.
That's awesome.
I love it.
I think. It's one of the funniest hacks I've seen in a long time.
It might be the funniest hack I've ever heard of. Ever. Ever. Who would have thought to put like Elmo asking you if you want to die in a freaking talking Elmo book, buy them, reprogram it, return them? That's genius.
It is genius. This guy.
it's horrible for the children.
There was a lot of pissed off moms and stuff like that, but it's like, come on, lighten up. Seriously, at the end of the day, it's
Dude,
like,
wait a minute, but now I will play devil's advocate. If it was my kid and I'm like, "Hey son, look, Elmo," and she's like, "I want to potty," I will kill you, you sucking gun. Like, whoa!
no, dude. But at the same time, tell me you wouldn't be like, okay, you explain it to
No,
you,
I would be like, "I'm so sorry." The surgeon's like, "The guy who did this was a genius."
exactly. But there's all these pissed off moms that are like, how could this have happened? It's like, come on, it's funny.
Oh yeah, like you're gonna return an Elmo book, and the guy who works at Toys R Us making 4 cents
It's
an
gonna go
hour
through
is
and
gonna
check,
listen to
yeah.
every single audio file. Well, now he will, unfortunately.
I don't know. It's a good hack, and people should just lighten up on that one a little bit.
And did they have the audio? I haven't heard it yet.
No, I didn't listen to the audio.
Somebody's
either.
got to release that audio, man.
Or if you know how to do the hack, let me know.
Diggnation fans at
gmail.com.
kevinrose.gmail.com.
But I'd like to try that out. It's pretty cool.
Hmm.
There's a lot of fun things you can do with that.
That's funny.
All right, next story. Google map of open webcams. 1,169 people dug this story, submitted by Amblin.
Amblin Entertainment?
Could be a female name.
No.
No?
Not on our show.
You know what's funny is dude, I went down and was chatting with the fans, and this guy comes up to me and he's like, dude, he's like, my wife won't watch your show, and he's like, do me a favor, talk about at least one home and garden segment, like any story. He's like, please. That's not gonna happen.
Can't do
He's
it.
like, look at this, it's a sausage fest around here. I'm like, well, that.
Yeah,
that's the story.
Our show is a sausage fest.
So, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, and then like also those other guys, the guys who brought us the beer, they were like, can we get a picture with you and the beer? And we were like, yeah. And then they're like, the one guy brought his girlfriend, and she's like, I'll take the picture. And I was like, because she has no fucking idea who we are. And
she's like, yeah,
I know.
much.
He likes you, and I'm gonna take your picture.
So this story, Google
Amblin.
Maps of open webcams, says this is a Google map of unprotected / open webcam streams obtained from Google searches. The IP addresses for each camera have been mapped to its geolocation. Now here's the cool thing.
That's interesting.
Here's the cool thing.
Oh, so it's okay.
So what has happened is basically there is this pretty much like universal wireless camera that you can go out and buy. It's a very popular brand. I think it's like, it could be like Linksys or like,
Sure.
what's that one? They
The
always
X12 or whatever?
X12 or whatever, X11 or whatever they call them. X12, I think, yeah, X12. So
X12 or X11, whatever.
Well, I'm thinking like, which one is the
It's X12.
Unix windowing system? Anyway, so here's the deal. They've come up with the string.
yeah.
Keith is laughing. Don't
Encourage me. Don't encourage me, Keith.
So here's the thing. They've come up with a string. It's like in the URL they can search for. It's like /cam/ some.
And then the
unique
manufacturer
string.
to the manufacturer.
Right,
you
that
mean?
the manufacturer uses that with every single cam. You can search that in Google and you'll come up with tons of unprotected cameras that you can spy.
Oh, this is hot.
You can spy in people's houses. You can spy in people's yards.
I'm so doing this right now.
Well, it's fun. It's a lot of fun, and they mapped them. So now they actually, the guy put a map to them so you can see where you're spying, like where you're spying in Oregon and New York or wherever it may be. But it's
Oregon
fun.
or New York.
If you get a chance, visit this story on Dig. It'll be in our profile, and spy on some cams. It's kind of fun.
Found yourself some cans.
Did I do a little Western?
You did. You sound like a little bit like I'm selling you a store. I'm selling you a car. It's got some cans. Got good cans on that Camaro. Hey.
That's one thing.
Yes. All right, this is way too slow. So let's move on to the next story. Build a cell phone jammer. 1,159 people dug the story submitted by in the Inferno Clan, or actually Inferno Clan. Sorry if that is your name and you're a single person. I mean, not a single person. You're probably single, but not, like an individual.
Right.
I assumed it was like a gaming clan, whatever.
Could be a clan of
It
dudes.
could be a clan of dudes. Or I'm not even going to talk about that. Interested in cell phone jammer dig on the front page, but not willing to dish out any money? I love reading these things.
When we get too many beers in us, it's like sentences just become
Slurred. You know what happens is alcohol removes punctuations.
Yes, it does.
Doesn't it? It's just like there's a little slash, there's a ...
There's no
which
periods,
is
there's no
umlaut, that doesn't get pronounced. Anyway, I decided to search for schematics to make your own. Here they are. So I guess on Dig there's the whole thing about buying a cell phone jammer.
Which is really cool.
Well, any of this stuff. And then, and it probably came out of that frickin', well, anyway. So then it gives you the schematic, and I'm gonna warn you, this is like a hardcore frickin' like electrical engineer schematic thing. I mean, it's a lot of like, oscillator output frequencies. Patrick Norton probably loved this shit. You know what I mean? Like he seems very like,
he's
the
like the kind of guy
electrofeedback
who would-
integrator input square frequency is
Or
14.
you could buy one for like $100.
You know what? You just buy one.
Yeah.
But
But it's interesting because supposedly the original story said that if you have one of these jammers, they look exactly like a cell phone. They house them inside of old cell phone casings. So you can push a button and within 30 feet, pretty much kill everyone's cell phone service. I love it too.
Love it.
Movie theaters, boom.
But, well, there was that whole thing about the movie theaters are going to start doing that now. Remember that story?
Yeah, well, dude,
Couple
I would
weeks
just
ago?
want to do it just for the sake of doing it. It's like you see someone
I was in the
driving
movie theater. I was in the movie theater this weekend, right? I saw Brokeback Mountain. Let me just explain something real quick. Now that I've said that, my girlfriend took me to Brokeback Mountain, right?
What is that?
It's the gay cowboy movie. Now here's something you'll need to know about Brokeback Mountain. Because I went in thinking there was going to be a lot of gay sex, a lot of like kissing.
Why would you go into a movie that even had that in it?
That sounds like something a single guy would say. You know what I mean? Like there's shit you do where you're like, I want to go see King Kong or the Chronicles of Narnia or Brokeback Mountain.
I mean, I can understand if that was your thing, but I know that you personally don't like
male sex.
Male
That's
sex.
Right. That's right. And so I went into this movie kind of thinking, okay, when does the male sex come in, which is fine because I'm perfectly fine with other people if they want to do that. That's perfectly cool.
Did you?
Not a big fan of it.
Did you cry a little, or?
Not as much as I thought. No, seriously, because it was like a really sad movie.
Are you serious? You did?
I didn't cry. I
I
cried like a little bit, but not as much as I thought I would. But here's the cool thing. I went and I like searched because I got back and I was like, that was a good movie. It was, like, why aren't people like? My girlfriend Heather kept telling me like it's a gay cowboy movie, and I was like, I don't want to see a gay cowboy movie. I don't. No heterosexual man in their right mind would go see a movie when the proposition of going to see the movie is it's a gay cowboy movie. It's
not your first
really,
pick, really.
I don't even think it's on the list, Kevin. And but here's the thing: is it's not a gay cowboy movie. A couple things. It's 130 minutes, right? Ong Lee directed it. So the landscapes are gorgeous. It's exactly like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, but like of like Wyoming and Vancouver and like great. It's a Western. So there's lots of like cowboys getting in drunk fights and bull riding and all that stuff.
Like,
no, not gay yet. Right? Westerns. Wait for it. Anne Hathaway gets naked.
I wish I could place who that is.
Jesus, Kevin, you heard me.
Who is she?
You heard me. She's like the one of the queen, like, hot Disney chicks that would never show her boobs.
Oh.
She gets nude in the movie.
So what is there dudes kissing?
There is 60 seconds of guy-on-guy action. Now, 60 seconds out of 130, that's 129 minutes that's not gay.
But
I have to say, there's a I think it was a straight man's guide to Brokeback Mountain on MSN.com. This guy wrote this thing, and he was like, this is why straight men should see this movie. And one of the things he said, he was like, 130 minutes, 128, there's no man-on-man action.
But is there like ass slapping and during like throughout the movie?
No, not at all. The whole point is that the one guy doesn't want to be gay, but he is. And anyway, good movie. See it. Anne Hathaway gets naked. Michelle Williams from Dawson's Creek gets naked a couple times. You know what I'm saying? There's stuff in it for the men. Horses in no sort of sexual way, just horses. There was a bear attack at one point.
Dude, you're not gonna never ever.
No, wait. This is what I'm saying.
Wait, hold on. Never ever will you get me to see a movie by saying, "Oh, Kevin, you gotta go see this movie. There's horses. You gotta go see this film." Like, how is that gonna excite any one of our viewers to go see the movie?
It's a Western. There's some Western people out there that want to see.
Nobody wants to see horses. That's gay. Well,
it is a gay movie, Kevin. That is clear. It is man about man love.
Well,
it is a great movie, though. You should see it.
Keith
Ledger was awesome.
If Keith happens to Netflix it and wants to watch it, I'll see it.
So anyway, the reason I was saying this was because we're in the middle of the story. The middle of the movie, and all of a sudden, I guess there are these people like 2 rows forward and all the way to the other side that were talking or something.
Right.
In the middle of this movie, this woman goes, "Stop fucking talking! This is not your goddamn living room!" And like everybody started clapping, and I looked at my girlfriend and I was like, did you hear anything? Like, we didn't even hear anything, like not even whispering, nothing.
Oh, wow.
And this girl went off. And then they started yelling back and forth. I thought there was gonna be a fight. Yeah.
That's when the cell phone jammer would have been nice.
Well, it wasn't really about cell phones, but you can see how it ties in.
Yes.
That's what we call off topic.
So, next story, 20% of all of mp3.com, 20% off at allofmp3.com, but is it legal? Question mark.
I don't know.
789 people dug the story, sent it by TX Mail. He said $1.50 for a new release. Sound too reasonable? And he's talking about $1.50 for an entire CD.
Yeah.
It says, any lawyers out there want to shed some light on this for us?
Wait, $1.99 for any CD?
$1.50.
$1.50? Oh.
It's 0.02 cents a meg for music. So here's the deal. I wanted to check out this allofmp3.com thing, so I went on there.
Is this Russian thing where it's like a penny, like a Russian umlaut or whatever they're called, like Russian ruble, and you get a song?
I went to allofmp3.com, and if you haven't checked it out, take a look at it. I can't tell you whether it's legal or illegal. I don't know. I went there. A friend of mine had paid some money for it and let me log in under his account.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I logged in to just check it out, see what it's all about, and was able, if I wanted to, select any CD that I wanted.
What, like new ones?
New ones, brand new ones, all the oldies, like everything. They have tons and tons and tons of MP3s.
Wow.
You select it, and it allows you to choose what bitrate you want it in and what format. So I said, you know what? Let's pretend I'm buying this album. I want it in.
This is so lightly veiled, Kevin.
No, I'm not, dude.
Go ahead.
Prove it.
Yeah, that's my job. I'm going to call the RIAA and be like, I can prove that the co-host of the show that I do downloaded, I think, Mary J. Blige at
Not Mary J. Blige.
4.1 gigaflops.
You're
And
speaking
he's a hooker.
verbal again. No one knows what you're talking about. Anyway, so you select the CD, you choose the bit rate. I said AAC. I said 128-bit. I said continue. It said, would you like to purchase this? This entire album at 128-bit is going to cost you 90 cents. For an entire album.
What album was it?
It was a Wolf Parade,
Cool.
which is a great band. But I said, I'm not going to download this. I should pay for it.
I just
So I
realized that
canceled
there's
out.
like cheesy, like smooth jazz in the background. Like, what the hell was that?
So
Well,
anyway,
they're
we don't know if
starting
it's illegal. Check out
Hopefully it's
allofmp3.com.
not illegal if you do download.
Read their frequently asked questions about whether it's legal or not. I don't know what they say,
Yep.
but
It looks pretty on the up and up.
20% off. A lot of people dug it.
Yeah, I would too. Is that it?
That's it.
Wow. I tell you what, do you want me to do the sponsor stuff while you check emails?
I have no internet access.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot it was Mac. Why don't you read the sponsors and then we'll do emails.
All right. As you might imagine, some of the coolest stuff here at CES are huge TVs, which is true. We were walking through.
It is.
And
Get some
everything
good ones.
here is like big freaking plasmas or LCDs. And I lost my place.
And
it says-
displays using bleeding edge technology. With that in mind, we really want to give a big thanks to our latest sponsor, HDTV Magazine, that covers all aspects of HDTV.
Yes, we're actually pretty stoked that HDTV
Yeah.
Magazine is sponsoring us because their magazine is pretty kick-ass. If you're looking for a new
Does Harry
TV,
work there?
no, he works at
Somewhere else.
Ziff Davis, but he covers HDs.
Oh.
But anyway, this magazine's all about like HD, like the latest TVs, like what's going on in the industry.
Yeah.
The different format wars. Just like check it out when you get a chance. Good magazine.
HDTVmagazine.com,
Yep.
right? And of course, GoDaddy. Love it.
Oh, we didn't read this.
The website, HDTVmagazine.com, they've got a bunch of new features, including a daily newsletter, comprehensive programming info, plus a really cool way to show all over-the-air HDTV broadcast solutions utilizing Google Maps. That's kind of cool.
that out yet.
There are tons more equipment section, shopping guides. Definitely go and check them out, HDTVmagazine.com.
Yes.
Which is totally cool.
Now,
Now,
GoDaddy.
GoDaddy.com.
So-
Go Diggity.
so-
We actually met one of the girls from
Yeah,
GoDaddy.
she was hot.
She's smoking.
So
She's
here's the
smoking.
deal.
And hi, by the way.
Yeah. Send us emails. Dignationfans@gmail.com.
Dignationfans@gmail.com.
So she came by the booth and she's just like, there's these two people standing in the background, a dude and a girl. And I was like, that girl's got, what's she doing here?
I was
Like,
like,
they're rare.
She's cute and
Yeah.
interested in us. Something's
No,
weird.
something's weird about
Something's
that.
off. Although we do have some really cute female fans, and friends.
So anyway, she came up to the booth and she says, hey, I'm with GoDaddy, blah, blah, blah. We listen to you in the office.
Yeah.
Love the show. She's pretty cute. I don't know what else to say.
You were just about to say if she's single, hook me up. I swear to God, you were just about
No, I
to
was
say it. Keith,
not.
wasn't it? Keith thinks it's true.
No. So, GoDaddy
Dad, yeah.
presents a new feature called Traffic Blazer. Submit your business into more than 200 search engines and directories and position your website for top rankings with Google and other leading search engines. With Traffic Blazer from #1 domain register GoDaddy.com, you'll get to share your share of the internet business.
You will get to share your share of the internet business. Kevin Rose, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Rose.
All right. Plus, Diggnation listeners can use the code ALEX, that's ALEX, when you check out, and you will save an additional $5 off any $30 or more order, and you'll get your piece of internet history at GoDaddy.com. Oh boy, I haven't drank since New Year's, so this is kind of like one of those things.
Good show, my friend.
So-
Keith is like, that's such bullshit.
What's bullshit?
That you haven't drank in since freaking whatever.
I
So
haven't.
let's log in here. Let's log in. This will be great. You guys
Well, we
bitch
gotta- we
at
gotta
each other,
capitalize
and then I'll
that.
log into Diggnation Fans. And we'll,
We gotta wrap it up. We don't
I
have
know!
time.
Oh, we don't have time.
We don't have time. Come on, how long's the show been?
What's the show?
You're about to start their freaking
All
DJ
right,
session.
all right. That's it for this edition of Diggnation.
Check out our profiles.
Check out our profiles, all the stuff we've dug on the show or talked about on the show at www.dig.com/user/dignations. Dignation.
Yes, or
Also, you can-
/user/Kevin Rose.
and /user/Alex Albrecht. Thank you so much for checking out this episode. We will see you next week from wherever the frick we are.
That's right.
I'm
Take
Kevin
care.
Rose.
I'm Alex Albrecht.
See you next week.